Welcome to the Honolulu Cheese Podcast, the pretty much #1 NFC North podcast. I'm your host, Matt. Joining me as always, my co-hosts, Ryan and first place Miran. You fucker. How we doing, boys?
Life's good over here. Life's great. Doing wonderful.
I'm doing great.
I think this whole podcast, I should not allow you guys to speak and you guys should ask permission, but we won't do all that. How you guys doing?
That seems like a little bit of an optimistic from somebody whose team took 12, 14 weeks to get into first place. That seems like a bit of a reach.
They've been in first for 2 days.
And they very well might not be in first place when we record this next week because the Broncos are very good.
Yeah, it only took you 3 years, Miran. It's all good.
Credit to you. Enjoy it, though, buddy. You earned it.
Hey, live it up.
All right, before we jump into that, guys, I had to talk about Phillip Rivers is 5 years older than I am. 4 years. He's 44 years old. My body hurts like Monday. You guys came over Sunday for the game. I drank, somewhere between 1 and 17 beers, it doesn't matter. Nobody's counting. This isn't a math show. It doesn't matter. But my body was hurting until this morning. I just cannot fathom that 44-year-old Phillip Rivers, who has been retired I couldn't believe he hasn't played since 2020. That blew my mind. What is happening? How fucked are the Colts? What do you guys think?
It's a feel-good story. I don't think anything's going to come out of it. I also don't understand him resetting his Hall of Fame clock. Like, that's a special moment. Unless,
is he a first ballot Hall of Famer?
No.
No. I feel like he's right on the border.
If we were on the fence about Stafford being a first ballot Hall of Famer, we should not be asking that question for Phillip
I was not on the fence about that, to be clear.
Miran was.
No, I was until he won a Super Bowl. So, yeah, he's on the fence. That's fair.
Yeah, right?
I think on the fence is probably right.
Very likely a Hall of Famer, maybe not a first ballot, we would say.
Yeah, if he's, I haven't looked at the classes, but if he's in a class that has Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, he should not go over them. But if he ends up being in a class where there aren't no Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, which is rare, obviously, then,
I mean, he never even made one,
And the thing about Rivers is, because, quarterbacks win stats Super Bowl, that's all very valid, whatever. But, how many years, it's tough to remember back, right? But, he was playing in, a quarterback heyday. I feel like throughout Rivers' career, if you were to just write down who are the best 3 QBs in the league,
it was never him.
Maybe 1 year, right? Or a couple at most.
Yeah, but he was also playing in the midst of Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. I know if that's totally fair.
That should mean something, I think. I don't know. I mean, I like Phillip Rivers. If he gets into the Hall of Fame, I got no qualms about it, but...
Okay. I'm going to play my favorite game. Phillip Rivers is the top blank QB of all time. Give me a number.
30?
Oh, no, not that low. That's crazy.
I would say 20.
Think about it if you started naming off names though, dude. Those are going to go quick.
30's a lot of names, man.
Phillip Rivers or Matt Stafford?
Matt Stafford.
Okay, that right there makes me think.
But Matt Stafford has won though. Like Miran said it. The Super Bowl carries a lot of weight.
Okay, here, just do this. Phillip Rivers or Stafford pre-Rams.
Very similar.
Yeah,
probably Rivers.
Probably very similar.
Ish.
Neck and neck. Yeah.
So when Stafford was on the Lions, I would have told you I don't think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame because he had no playoff history or playoff success, I should say. Phillip is kind of the same thing, so I'd probably have Rivers out more than I would have him in. But again, it depends on the class.
Yeah, no, for sure. They always put a number of dudes in, so we don't have to spend too much time on it. It blew my mind. It was one of those oh, Phillip Rivers. He's probably 2 years ago he played in the league, and I looked.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Phillip Rivers has how many kids? like 13 or something crazy?
I think last count I saw was 11, but he's been off for 5 years. We might have more.
I was going to say, that's why he's dying to leave the house.
I was going to say,
Dude,
like, are you just not the best dad? I mean, I don't want to get into his personal life or anything, but come on, bro. Like, you got so many kids, they need you.
Well, Tom Brady hasn't seen his kids since they've been born, so.
That's not true. Maybe Giselle. I don't know about his kids.
I don't know that that's accurate. A bit slanderous.
Throwing out fat, you know.
Does Phillip Rivers take a snap in the NFL this season? Yes or no?
Yes.
He takes a snap Sunday.
I don't know about Sunday, but definitely this season. The Colts are drowning, and they need something.
I mean, if he doesn't take a snap Sunday, Riley Leonard will be healthy by next week, so he's not going to take a snap. So it has to be this week.
But let's be clear. If Phillip Rivers somehow leads them to the playoffs, this is one of the best sports stories of all time.
Sure. Here's what I can't understand. How bad is Brett Rippon? And why is he on the roster then? If your choices are...
I mean, no, that's a shot at... That's an unnecessary shot. Phillip Rivers is Phillip Rivers. If Tom Brady calls a team, and I know Tom Brady's done a lot more, I get it, but he's still old. Like, there are certain players, if the team calls, they're going to be playing over anyone.
But you can't use Brady in that example.
I don't know.
So not the same thing.
Okay,
Brady could be 60 and teams will say, yeah, come over, Tom. We'll take you.
If Eli called the Colts right now, he would be playing. Same thing.
I don't know. Not if Brett Rippon was like functional at all, right? I don't know. Doesn't matter. What I do know is you guys came over to my house for Bears Packers.
Can I share a story about this, by the way, that I've just been replaying in my head ever since?
Yeah, please.
We go to Matt's house. Lovely house, by the way. Great family. It looks great. Christmas decorations are up. Miran sees an elf on the shelf in the window, right?
Oh, God.
I'm talking to Matt's kid. I'm like, hey, what's the elf's name? You know, like trying to make conversation. And Miran just spews out, so Matt, like, do you move this thing every day or what?
I would, in Miran's defense, Miran's kids are a little younger than mine. And since he has not quite reached elf on the shelf status yet, I think that is an honest mistake to make, Miran. I will stick up for you in this instance.
I was thinking
I do want to give... Go ahead, Rod.
Go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was going to say, I want to give Matt credit because he totally played it off like a very just cool reaction. Like, he said something along the lines of, well, I don't know, Miran. He uses magic and he moves around on his own. And I'm like, Miran, what's wrong with you, bro?
Matt, do you own Crocs?
I got a new microphone. I have a mute button on there. I pressed it by accident. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I do not own Crocs. I never will. Those are about as vanilla as you could get for the whites, but I know.
The
not
reason
for
why I
me.
was asking, because I came up with a elf on the shelf idea. You can put the elf on the like bathtub faucet.
Okay.
And then you fill it up a little bit. You throw goldfish in the water, and then you put the Crocs on there, and the elf on the shelf is holding a sign that says, do not feed the Crocs.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Steph put me on elf duty tonight, so I might try that.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work. I know a lot of people do the like, oh, the elf was doing this.
Yeah, you're right.
He was
Never
doing
mind.
this. And I'm like, listen, babe.
Throws it up on a wall.
Listen, babe. He's only 3. We got to go up each night from here. So we can't be like setting too far of, standards.
How's Abraham doing, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Miran. Miran brings my kid a outfit from Old Navy. An unbelievably nice gesture, Miran. You did not have to do that. It was super, super nice. Very appreciative. But he brings him a nice pair of jeans, which is great, and a jacket that, I mean, go to a nightclub in Dearborn. If you know, you know, you'll see a lot. Go anywhere else, you probably won't see it. Ryan with the light, it's just like satin, shiny finish. And Ryan was like, did you buy that for Alex or for Abraham? So thank you. That was awesome.
Honestly, it's a good look.
But you got dudes, that was awesome getting to hang out for the game. We had a blast. Obviously, game didn't go my way, which was a bummer. But I left that game, and Miran, I would love to get your thoughts. The gap in like how good is this team between the Packers and the Bears is smaller than I thought it was going in. I still think the Packers are better. I think the Bears are right there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Bears are better than the Lions at this point of the season.
I was actually thinking about this. Sorry to cut you off, Miran. I was thinking about this because I was going to ask you, if you were the Packers and it was a playoff game, who would you rather play, Bears or Lions? And I kind of landed on, if you were the Packers, you'd rather play the Lions. If you were the Bears, you'd rather play the Packers. If you were the Lions, you'd rather play the Bears. Just a thought I had. No?
No, because the Lions have the recent playoff experience. I still rather play the Bears.
Okay, that's fair for sure.
I do think the Bears are better right now, but I think when push comes to shove in a playoff game, I wouldn't want to see the Lions over the Bears.
I just spilled this beer that I'm drinking, and I'm going to just try to move my computer so that I can...
All over the new microphone?
No. It's a side action, Ryan. It's off to the side here, so we'll clean that up when we're done recording, and we'll just slide over a bit. Not a big deal.
But as far
I'm actually going to grab a paper towel. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in
Go
one
ahead.
second.
Matt's having a whale of a time.
This is amateur hour over here. What's he doing?
But to answer Matt's question, I do think that the Bears are better than I expected.
I agree.
They are. I thought we were going to blow them out just because we were at home. I didn't think it would be a last-second clinching play for us. But the Bears have a really good run game. And apparently when it comes to short yardage, they want to not use the run game, which is kind of weird.
It's funny that you say that, Miran, because I think that the biggest swing in the game was 2 plays, and they were very similar. The Packers had a 3rd and 1 that they handed off to Josh Jacobs, and he somehow magically bounced off of 6 defenders to get 20 or 21 yards.
Best run of the season in the NFL, by the way.
I'd probably say no,
probably not.
But it was good. I liked it.
I'm just saying, based on where the defenders were and what came out of it and the point of the game.
It's a good run.
Sure.
Run.
Yeah. I'm a little partial to the Jahmyr Gibbs overtime run, but it was a good run. And then the next drive, 3rd and 1, Kyle Monangai gets a handoff and gets absolutely stonewalled by one of your defensive tackles. Play of the season. And then it was 4th. If it's first down there and the playbook is wide open, who knows? Anything could happen. But I thought just 2 similar plays in the game that I pointed to that I was like, that was the difference right there. Got to win on the margins.
On the 4th and 2 to end the game, where you guys took that shot for the end zone, I've had this feeling as a Lions fan, and we've talked about it in the show when we had Ben Johnson, about just getting a little too cute in big moments. Do you feel like that was Ben Johnson getting too cute at the wrong time on 4th and 2?
Not really. After rewatching it, the play was there. Caleb didn't throw it as soon as he could have. DJ Moore was open too. Because if you run it there, it's 4th and 1. You run it, you're on about the 21. You get a first down. You have to burn a timeout. There's about 20 seconds left. What?
You had 2 timeouts, by the way.
We did. So we'd be at like 1st and 10 from the 20 with 1 timeout and about 20 seconds. I don't mind taking the shot. I understand people who are mad. I'm not going to tell them how to feel.
Yeah.
But like, when people are like, they couldn't stop us all day. They couldn't stop us. Why didn't we run it? The reason it was 4th and 1 was because they literally just stopped us on 3rd and 1.
I've never been a fan, and teams do this all the time.
Ryan, real quick, just want to cut you off on that. I know we were stonewalling you guys a lot during that game, but that specific drive, you guys were terrorizing
Correct.
us in the run.
But the play
whole second
before,
half.
the play before was that Manungai run.
But
I just
Matt, the
talked
whole
about.
second half, you guys were running the ball down their
Oh,
throats.
yeah, no, 100%. I'm with you guys. Yeah, no, if you want to criticize that, I think that's very fair. I think it's very fair.
And, I mean, it's a similar concern with the Lions. Like, how many times have we talked about Ben Johnson getting away from our spectacular run game when he was on the Lions, and which led to the drops in the San Fran playoff game? Like, it's the same kind. It's like deja vu, man. It's like the same thing. And I've
No,
never
of
been a
course.
fan of taking the shot to the end zone on a gotta have it 4th down. I hate when teams do that because you put yourself in such a predicament when you could live to see another down. Like, you have time, you have the timeouts, you don't need to do it. I don't know.
Wouldn't you, just playing devil's advocate?
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't you feel worse if you run the ball on 4th and 1 and you just get stonewalled
Well,
for a
and keep in
second
mind,
play in a
I'm-
row?
And I'm
No.
not even sitting here advocating for they had to run the ball. Like, you could go short, intermediate pass.
Sure.
You can go slant
Sure,
route.
sure.
You can go curl route. Whatever. Like, just get a first down. That's more what I'm clamoring for. However you want to get it.
No, I think it's a fair criticism. Absolutely.
To answer your question, I wouldn't feel worse because, again, during that drive, you guys were running all over us. And if we happened to stop them on 4th down, I'm sorry, it was more likely for you guys to get the first down. We just happened to stop them. So I would be okay with it.
And it's just the level that they were running the ball. Like,
Yeah,
the
it was
second
dominant.
drive was like a 16-play, 82-yard,
And wasn't Micah
9-minute
Parsons out of the
drive.
game, Miran, on the 4th down play? It was the 3rd down or the 4th
I
down
know
play?
he was out for
out of the
3rd
game.
down.
He was huffing wind,
I
which
think-
like
yeah.
Micah
I think it was
Parsons
4th.
played unbelievable. This is not a shot at him. Like, he's a
I think it was
grown
4th
ass
down.
man, right? I mean, so maybe that's your thought. Oh, Parsons is off the field. They won't be able to get a pass rush without him. They're gassed. Their corners are gassed. I don't know. I think you could.
And bro-
In the moment, I was pretty pissed we didn't run the ball. Looking at it again, I'm more, I'm okay. Like, it is what it is.
I do want this whole conversation is devil's advocate because, like Matt said, if Caleb sees him a second sooner and throws a better ball, we're celebrating Ben Johnson's
But that's
brevity and genius play calling. Like, it's at the end of the day was a player making a mistake.
I
So we
also
can talk
saw,
about the play call, but that's on the player.
Moran, you probably saw this. It was it wasn't Schneidman, or maybe it was. It was Schneidman or Rob Demovsky. I can't remember which one. Wrote like a story on Monday about how Keyshawn Nixon was actually supposed to go in coverage with
he was
like
supposed to-
DJ Moore
yeah.
or something, and whoever had Komet just completely like missed their assignment.
Yeah.
So Keyshawn Nixon like tracked back around, like, dude. I mean, that's a dude making an awesome play. Like, both teams get paid. Keyshawn Nixon made a sick ass play. Like,
Yeah,
it
Keyshawn-
looked
He
easier
was
than
not
it
having a
was.
good game up to that point.
He
too.
wasn't. No.
Yeah,
he redeemed
it's-
himself.
The one thing I hated about the play call is Caleb Williams hasn't earned that right to have the ball in his hand to finish the game.
Oh,
I
I'm going to
with
disagree on that.
Yeah, I disagree.
Because
No.
Caleb made 2 throws in that game where we were all together. I stopped and I looked at you guys and I said, "Damn, like
But
that's a first overall pick throw we just
Okay,
saw right there."
But that's the thing, though. Those 2 throws were like, if he does that 10 times, he probably makes that throw 1 or 2 times. But where you judge a quarterback is where it's the easy play that you're not making. That's what I'm saying by he hasn't earned that right. There's a lot that he missed on Sunday.
Oh
That
yeah,
should have been,
for sure,
That should have been made.
for sure.
So me as a coach throughout his before coming into Sunday, and it's not like Sunday he blew the lights off. He was 0 for 7 to start the game.
Oh, we played
had-
terrible in the first
Yeah,
half.
he had one of the lowest completion percentages for a winning team in the last 20 years. So it's fair to say he has not earned that right to have the ball in his hand. Did he make 2 unbelievable throws? Sure. But I trust their run game a lot more than I do Caleb at this point of the Bears season. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Caleb has been like super nails in the fourth quarter. Like, he's with the ball in his hands, he's nails. So I get wanting to put the ball in his hands. I also get like, hey, running the ball in the O-line is a strength of your team. Stick with it. So I don't know. I just, with where I'm at with Ben Johnson, I'll trust him. It's a tough loss. It sucks. But yeah, I felt like the Bears played like good. The Bears are good. They're a good team.
Why do I feel like before the game, I was the one of three of us who's giving the Bears like the most respect heading into the game? You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've kind of been defending the Bears a little bit, saying like, dude, they're competing, they're good, they're fine. Like let them play out, let's see how it goes. And
Part
I
of
feel like
that,
everyone's like surprised that they were in this game. Like they're not a bad team.
I mean, part of that is just Ryan. I do think like the biggest thing Bears fans and Lions fans have in common is like the Packers have like been beating us down for a while. So if it comes down to the Lions and the Packers, I'm gonna root for the Lions. If it comes down to the Bears and the Packers, you're probably gonna root for the Bears. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit of like foggy glasses, I'd say, but I don't disagree with you that it's the Bears were. I mean, I thought they had a chance to win. I went in being like, all right, like let's play good. Let's shoot for a split between this game and the game in 2 weeks, and let's kind of see where we land. But it didn't go our way. But I didn't leave that game being like, oh God, the season's over and this, and I'm so bummed.
Head
Like,
held high for sure.
yeah, it was one of those like
there's
not like
nothing
moral
to be,
victory, but
yeah. No, but like it kind of, dude, you guys just came off of beating the Eagles. Like you almost took this game. You had it right there. Like good teams can lose games like this,
for sure.
And I know
Absolutely.
like the word good is not thrown around like lightly with the Bears, but I think I have this weird like soft spot for them, even though I hate you guys as well. Of course, not as much as Green Bay, but like I see the Lions blueprint in the Bears. It's clear as day to me, and I'm not the first person to talk about it by any means.
Oh, the Ben Johnson stuff is so evident with the multiple tight ends and the running backs, rotation.
Invest
and just
in your O-line, check.
Yeah.
2 running backs with one being shifty and one being power, check. Offensive weapons for your quarterback to play with, check. A defense that allows a shit ton of yards and looks like shit 85% of the time, but somehow gets it done.
Turnovers are really important on defense.
That's it.
Exactly.
Like, and it honestly, it took us longer because we were just starting from the bottom, but I don't know, man. I mean, you guys draft another, I don't know, a good D lineman, a good linebacker.
Bro, we need the one of the biggest takeaways for me from this game was when Miran and I were talking on the like the Bears Packers preview. I was like, the range of outcomes on this Bears team is so wild, right? Like the turnovers could stop on defense. We don't get a pass rush. The passing game doesn't click. We could miss the playoffs. All of a sudden, like all the offensive parts and the pieces and Caleb and everyone clicks and we could win the Super Bowl. The Bears haven't played a good quarterback in a while throughout this win streak. And while, Jordan Love's play can be up and down, he's definitely talented. And if you can't get pressure on a talented quarterback, you're fucking cooked. Like, just the guys we're going to play in the playoffs, if we make it to the playoffs, if you can't pressure Stafford, if you can't, like Baker's playing kind of bad, obviously, if you can't pressure Jordan Love, if you can't, you're drawn dead. Like you gotta have a dude who can just wreak havoc. So
I mean, it's the same I don't know where you find the Lions against Washington last year. Like we could not touch Jaden Daniels and
that's
put up 40 plus. Like
if you can't get some sort of bodies on the quarterback, it's just really, really tough to
Why do you think I'm always clamoring the way I am, man? Because it's been a problem for years now, and it's not all on the roster we have and the player personnel, blah blah blah. But like, shit, man, like, can we just make a move to make me feel better at least? I just want to feel good, just one time, and be like, hey, I feel comfortable with that guy. But
here's a question, Ryan: if you were starting a franchise today,
I don't like
would you want Jordan Love? Would you want Caleb Williams? Let's not like take age. Let's just say for like the next 5 years. Caleb's a little younger. Maybe that strews it his way. Let's not worry about money. Jordan Love's like obviously on a big deal. Caleb's on a rookie deal.
Dying to hear my answer
just now. Like play on the field
for the next 5 years.
Who do you think's got like a brighter future?
So I mean, it's honestly an easy answer for me. It is Jordan Love. And it's not because I think Jordan Love is like a top 5 quarterback by any means. I just
Watch football.
we talked. Hang on, we talked about it. Just Caleb is so inconsistent, and you see the moments though. Like you see the potential where it's like, okay, damn, like I get it. Like great play caller, good weapons around you. You can make stuff happen. You can make tight throws, but he just needs to do it more often before I can trust him. And I had the same complaints about Jordan Love, but Jordan Love's he's had a good year.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the ceiling is probably higher with Caleb. The floor is probably higher with Jordan Love. So,
I think that's a good way of putting it.
Whatever. Again, I think Jordan Love's a good player, inconsistent at times, just like Caleb. So
but keep in
probably
mind,
a lot of similarities you could draw. Miran, you think that's unfair to say or no?
I just want to know what these inconsistencies are that you're talking about.
With who?
How about the interception that he threw directly to our linebacker who didn't move and was right there?
He has 4 on the year, brother. It happens.
How about the pick sixes he's thrown this year and last year?
Yeah, I mean, you guys lost the game to the Browns because he threw it directly to Grant Delpit.
And we have 3 losses. Like, it happens.
But like,
you're
asking me. Yeah, you're asking me what's inconsistent.
Okay, but
if you're an elite quarterback, you can't throw the ball right to a dude 5 times a year. You can't do it.
I can find every quarterback in the league. I can find an inconsistent throw 4 times a year.
Miran, you asked the question, when is he inconsistent? We just told you, and
Ryan,
you don't like the answer.
Okay, but Ryan, inconsistency, if I have 4 inconsistencies and I have 600 other good plays, that's not inconsistent. That's a blip. That's not inconsistent.
I don't think it's fair to say he has that many good plays, Miran. You guys survived last year and this year on the strength of your running game until last week. And like,
our run game has been awful all year.
But like, you guys, the passing game's been, other than like the Dallas game, the Lions game, and against us, like it hasn't been great.
Okay, I'll let you leave it at that because every
you would disagree. You would disagree with the passing game hasn't been great.
Yes, because every metric that you can look at a quarterback, he's top 5 on every metric.
Bro, if I had $1 for every time I heard the metric
true.
and the last 5 games and the the cherry picked stats, bro.
It's not a cherry pick stat.
All right. I mean, look, we're not gonna sit here and change your mind about Jordan Love. Can we just be honest with each other for a second?
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's not gonna happen. So what do you want to hear from us? He has been inconsistent in the past. That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay. And period. Full stop.
Okay.
As the kids say.
All right.
Is that what they say?
No, not anymore. I'm out of touch.
Okay. Could be. Any final thoughts, Miran, before we move on from Bears Packers? I appreciate you guys coming over. I hope you had a nice time. The Costco wings I thought were solid. The Green Hornet pizza, everything was slapping. It was solid.
I thought it was Green Lantern.
Is it Green Lantern?
This guy called it Green Hornet.
That's your pizza place, bro. You told me.
Well, I never went there. Miran mentioned it. Mentioned it. He was like, this place is on the east side. I was like, well, Miran wants it. That's what we're having.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the guy with the funny laugh? Who is that? I can't think of it.
What?
Come on, you guys. Curly hair, knocked up.
Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen, thank you. I could not think of that name.
He says, who's the guy with a funny laugh, as if we're like he's the only guy.
I thought he was talking about one of us.
I did the laugh for you. It wasn't a good laugh, but I did it for you.
I was like, I don't know, bro. There's only 2 of us. Could be anyone. All right, Ryan. Miran and I definitely touched on Lions Cowboys a little on Friday. That was we recorded.
Not enough, if you ask me.
What's that?
I said not enough if you ask me, but continue. I'm here to do it.
Show up to work, Ryan, and we'll talk about your team more.
That day. I don't know about you guys.
Show up to work.
These guys talked about recording. I'm like, Matt, I have no voice. I can't speak. And he's like, Ryan, your team just won. Come on.
Yeah, you only do this after losses, Ryan. What do you mean?
Hey, Matt, you guys for
holding
the internet trick today after your loss. So let's not go there.
Yeah,
Miran, I did a full reset here. I didn't try to back out. I was ready to go till fucking
Netflix
midnight. I'm on paternity leave. I got nothing but time. Nothing but time.
Yeah, let's touch on it though. I had a great time. Jose, shout out to Jose, inviting me to the game. sat together, had a great time. It was not a game. I mean, I'll be fully honest. I think many fans felt this way. It's not a game that I felt comfortable with before the ball was snapped. Like I
thought
look
you
at
guys
Jose.
were I thought you guys were gonna lose.
I mean,
the vibes were bad.
So I'm not going to go as far as to say I thought we were going to lose. I thought it was going to be way tighter than it was. Like way tighter.
Heyo.
Heyo. Hello.
Always a good expectation.
And I was disappointed. No, but it was. I just never felt like the game was in doubt. Like, yeah, we got sacked on that first drive by James Houston. That's not a good feeling after letting him go, and we need a pass rush, blah, blah, blah. But, we quickly got sacks of our own and turnovers, and our offense was schmoving, and Amon-Ra looked like he wasn't even hurt, and Gibbs did his thing.
Amon-Ra's such a dog, dude. Jesus Christ.
Man. God, I love our team. I really do. We don't say it enough.
Wait. You love your team?
Yeah.
What do you love?
I love the guys we have.
Oh, okay.
I think Amon-Ra is probably my favorite non-Bear in the Bears division. Maybe since Barry Sanders. Like, just my personal favorite player to watch. I love Gibbs too. But watching Amon-Ra for me, dude, he's just
he's different.
He's not big. He's not fast. He's not this. He's just always open, always catching the ball, always breaking tackles. I don't know. He's a fucking joy to watch.
Me and Miran went to a Lions game Amon-Ra's rookie year. It was week 13. Do you remember, Miran? And he wasn't he was getting more involved, but he wasn't.
I remember that was when he started to take off.
He started to take off.
He had a really solid last month of his rookie year.
Yeah, and it's kind of like he was my Edgerrin Cooper for Miran to start, and I would just grab Miran's shirt and I'm watch 14. He's always open. I promise you, watch him. And there he is, just running free, and I'm go, go, go. He's always just been that guy, man, and he's tough as nails. He's got a podcast, which is really cool, I hear, and awesome.
We don't
personality.
Podcasts.
Maybe we'll get him on the show after the season. We'll have to see if he's available.
He'll be free in January.
Oh,
we'll see. We'll see.
When he says something funny, it makes me mad.
You guys ever? That thought has crossed my mind a lot, though. Just looking at the schedule, this week 18, Ryan. Assuming the Packers hold up their end of the bargain, they continue to play well. The Bears and the Lions both, continue to win games. Week 18, Bears Lions, we could be looking at a win and get in.
So, I think so, man. I think we're going to be fighting for it. And
don't the Lions have to win out for that to happen?
Not. It depends on how many games the Bears lose.
Don't you guys have 8 wins?
Yeah, we're 8-5. So here's the thing. So I'm stealing this from Section 3, 44 Lions on X. Go follow them if you like the Lions content. But so here's the Lions playoff path. Let's just read this off, okay? If the Bears need to go anything other than 3-0 against Cleveland, Green Bay, and San Fran. So you got to lose one of those games, which is, I think, very likely. That's two of the better teams in the NFC.
For sure.
Yeah. Even one loss, and the Lions can go 2-1 in their next 3. So if we go 2-1 and you guys lose 1,
your next 3 are Rams.
We have Rams, Steelers,
and Bears.
And Bears.
That's no, because the Bears is week 18, and you already
got the Vikings, Rams, Steelers, Vikings, Bears.
Correct.
I mean, that seems feasible as well.
So in other words, if Detroit goes 3-1 and beats Chicago, they'll make the playoffs over Chicago unless Chicago beats all 3 of those: Cleveland, San Fran, Green Bay, which we all agree is unlikely. So I think there's a very real chance that it's win or go home week 18.
So with the Lions schedule, I see 2 losses left. I see the Rams and pick or choose Steelers or Vikings.
So, I cannot. Where's the Steelers game?
No, it's in Pittsburgh.
I don't think the Lions
We'll
have any
double-check.
outdoor games until week 18, so I'm
It's-
pretty
it's-
sure
it's
that's
at
at Ford
Ford
Field.
That's so big on the outdoors and the cold. It's so funny.
I mean, you guys
it's
suck.
at-
You
it's
guys
at
can't
Ford
play
Field.
in the cold.
That's questionable. It's at Ford Field versus Steelers.
Ryan, you
then-
cannot tell me a Lions Steelers at home feels the same as a Lions Steelers on the road.
No, of
Lions
course not.
Steelers
I
on the
mean,
road is a pick 'em. Lions Steelers at home, the Lions are favored by 11 and a half.
Pick 'em. I'm not
Yeah,
scared
but
of the Steelers at all.
A-Rod dominates Ford Field most of his career.
Bro, A-Rod sucks now.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just not the same guy. It's fine
He sucks, but they're in first place.
because that division is
In the
awful.
worst division ever.
Because that division is dog shit. That's why.
Well, you guys were blowing the Ravens, and when Lamar came back, everyone was blowing the Ravens, and
I mean-
they smacked the Ravens. By the way, Lamar has thrown 2 touchdown passes since Halloween. I don't want to hear that guy's name
That's a
anymore.
crazy stat.
mean, he's injured.
statistics.
I don't care.
No,
Don't play
injured or
that.
not, you gotta have more than that. I'm sorry, but I don't know, man. It really all comes down to the Rams game this week. If we lose against the Rams, I think there's a very obviously strong chance we miss the playoffs because then you're not in control of your own destiny anymore. The Bears have a game against Cleveland, which they should win this week, so they get another game on us. It's just not a good look. You can't lose the Rams this week.
I don't think that Browns-Bears game is a chalk win for the Bears, by the way.
I don't think so either.
No, I respect the Browns too. I mean, Shadur's
It's a
balling
game
right
you
now.
can't lose if you're the Bears, but
Oh,
Yes.
I'll tell you right now, my 2 outcomes this week. If the Bears lose to the Browns and the Lions beat the Rams, not anything to do with records or this, that, I think that tells you who's going to make the playoffs. If
That's
the
fair.
Bears are going to be a fair, a playoff team, go win the games you're supposed to. If you lose this week, you don't deserve to make the playoffs.
If the Lions
Couldn't
beat
agree
the
more.
Rams, do they return to being Super Bowl contenders?
No, you guys stink.
Matt, next question.
I never really stopped thinking about the Lions as Super Bowl contenders.
Same.
But the path, I'm a big believer in the outside thing. The Lions are a different team outside. If the Lions have to go to Green Bay, the Lions have to go to Philly, the Lions have to go to Seattle, I wouldn't pick you guys in any of those games. If any of those teams came to Ford Field, I'd pick the Lions.
I want to ask something. Why do the Lions get to be Super Bowl contenders with an ass defense? What makes you guys think that that's just going to magically fix itself? I'm being honest. I'm not being a hater. Their defense is not good enough to win a Super Bowl.
So
He's probably right.
So getting healthy is a big part of it.
You're not going to get healthy. You just lost one of your best defenders.
We lost Brian Branch, yes.
Okay.
But if
That's brutal.
Aiden Hutchinson runs 20 yards to get a pressure, and he forgets how to sack people. Al-Qadim Muhammad has more sacks than Aiden Hutchinson.
which is great.
Your linebackers can't guard Jameis Winston. What's going to fix itself?
Wow, one linebacker couldn't guard Jameis Winston, and he probably still feels really bad about that. And
Then your corners, whether starting or not, whether they're healthy.
Yeah, but the thing is, Miran, we have the highest scoring offense in the league. That's what makes us Super Bowl contenders.
Let me
if we're being honest about it, we can go toe to toe with anybody,
Ryan,
and our offense doesn't stop.
Ryan, coming from a team that had a top 5 offense the entire run with A-Rod, it doesn't matter if your offense is unstoppable because it's way more likely for your offense to have a bad game than a good defense to have a bad game.
But it doesn't mean that your defense can't show up in other ways. Look at Dallas. Dallas came in off of wins against Kansas City, the Eagles,
And
they were looking hot.
And those wins don't look good anymore.
And that's fine. But they were a hot team either way with a really good offense and great wide receivers against a secondary that was hobbled and injured, just like you said. And what happened? We got turnovers, we got sacks, we controlled the game, our offense couldn't be stopped, and we dominated. This is literally the Lions team we saw all of last year, just a slightly lesser version of it.
And what happened last year?
And we lost again. We ran into a bad team at the wrong time. We were decimated, though. That's different. We're not as injured this year as we were last year.
I would disagree. I think there's better players injured this year than last year.
I mean, it's just more evened out on offense now with Laporta and stuff. But if our offense keeps humming, it's fine. It really is. Gibbs is also better than he was last year. So that kind of makes up for losing Laporta, doesn't it?
I would
J-Mo's better than he was. Well, I'm not going to say he's better, but he's really getting into a groove at least.
Goff is lesser this year. Your offensive line is
Our offensive line is
lesser.
lesser, correct.
The offensive line is worse. I think that's the biggest.
So here, and Miran does this all the time, right? Where we point out flaws, but then he says, "Oh, but look at these numbers."
No, hold on.
It's week 14, and look, I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, I feel great about every direction my team is going in right now." But it's very impressive that we made a bad hire at OC. We have a shit O-line compared to last year, and yet we're still highest scoring team in the league.
That's
with a hard schedule, by the way.
That's because the teams that were not good, you guys ran up the score. And then if you go look at the good teams you played, your offense was ass.
Miran, what happened when you guys played the teams that weren't good? Did you run up the score?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What
happened when you played weak teams? Were you scoring 40 on them?
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Okay.
We're just
because you can't.
Why.
It's not because you don't want to.
No, I mean we could.
It's not a choice.
You guys couldn't stop us, so we're in first place too. So we obviously could do what we want.
I mean, you guys scored 27 on the Cardinals, 27 on the Bengals, like 13 on the Browns. I mean, what are we talking about? Like that's your offense. Your offense is really good at getting like 24 points. Our offense gets 30 or 31.
Yeah,
it's just the way it is.
But somehow our offense is doing lesser and we have more wins, so I'm confused.
But you have less points, and that's my point. Our offense is better, and that's kind of what's carrying us through this point, and that's what makes us contenders, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
I just realized after a full Sunday of watching Micah Parsons fucking chase Caleb around, this Sunday I'm going to have to do that with Myles Garrett. That's a bad 2-week stretch. That's just not good.
Bro, and this is what
seriously, I've been telling you this guy's this the whole year. How crazy elusive is Caleb in the pocket?
Yeah.
It's wild.
It's insane.
It's actually crazy to watch. It's a talent that you can't teach.
I want to tell a quick funny story.
Like 50 times last year too.
Funny story about Matt's house. So Matt's son is getting ready to go to bed. About like 5 minutes left in the game. He's on the top of the stairs. He's like, "Dad, is the game over?" And Matt's like, "No, come down and watch the rest of the game." Poor kid doesn't even put his butt in the seat, and we take the lead. He's like, "This happened because I don't know what he said. This happened."
He's like, he said, "Did the Packers score because I came down?"
Yeah, that's what it was. And then, man,
poor guy. No, the Packers
are
scored
so funny.
That's what always happens.
Because they are the center of the universe. Things that happen around them are only because of them. It's so funny.
Of course.
But Zorana said
a lot of adults are like that too. Unfortunately,
that's true. Actually,
but Zorana said something that made him feel like it was his fault. I can't remember what she said. It was just bad timing. What she said.
Yeah, it was just timing. Exactly. The guy was like, "Ah, bummer." He's been asking me since. Also,
what'd you say? Yeah, you jerk! Look what you did.
Fun fact: he cannot stop watching the video of us doing the post game reaction every night we go to bed. I'm like, "You want to read a book?" He's like, "How about we look at some pictures? I want to look at the podcast of you, Ryan, and Miran. Like, where's Ryan? Where's Miran? You guys made quite an impression. My kid thinks you guys are the sweetest. So
that's awesome.
Shout out to them.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Ryan, I always thought this is. We talk about this in the chat a lot. It just feels. It's a nice segue too into our outline. The Chiefs feel broken. The Eagles feel broken. The Ravens feel broken. The Bills are figuring things out.
Yeah.
But just like, I don't know, dude, if you my buddies and I do a draft every year. We get 7 of us and we pick an order and then you draft like teams in order to like win the Super Bowl. And then, so if you have, it's a snake. So this year, I feel like you could end up with like the last pick and get the 2 Super Bowl teams. I have no idea.
But I think that should make us all feel better about our teams, because this is the weirdest year ever in the NFL where there's not any juggernauts. There's really not. Like, you think a team's good one week, oh, the Rams. That's all I hear about. And then they lose to the Panthers, and it's like, how the fuck did you guys lose to the Panthers?
Same thing with the Packers. I was like, dude, the Packers like look terrifying. And then they like hit a lull and they looked like mortal for a month. And they've played better since. And Miran, they look great since. Yeah. The receiving core has been healthy. Watson and Reed. I mean, I think that's all huge. I think they're getting healthy at the right time. That could be massive, but
and these
it definitely feels like a year. Anything could happen.
these teams that have just dominated, like organization wise, for the last decade, are falling apart in front of us. But the Chiefs and Eagles and Ravens continue to lose games, and Miran's right. Like these wins against these teams aren't that impressive, but it makes me feel worse for me, Miran, at least, that the Eagles just held us down the way they did because they're not a great team and they are super vulnerable, especially on offense.
I mean, their
with
defense
their
is still
quarterback.
legit as
It is, man, but like, how far does that take you?
Their
Like, we were
defense
just having the
isn't
opposite
the
conversation.
same without Jalen Carter. So if he doesn't come back right,
I agree.
the guy had two shoulder surgeries out of nowhere. If he doesn't come back right, that's going to be an issue. And Cooper DeJean's been kind of ass the last 8 weeks. So I don't know, it's going to be hit or miss with them.
This was a good segue for I was going to bring this up on the show. So remember we went before the season, we picked MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. We all picked division winners. So I took my picks for division winner and I put them in an 8-team parlay just for fun so we could watch it throughout the year. It is very possible that I'm going to go 0 for 8, which is impossible. You can't, you couldn't possibly do that.
Wait.
But these,
because okay, I got you.
so this was my thing. Bills, nope. Ravens, nope. Or maybe. Jaguars, which was like the long shot, maybe. Chiefs, no, done. Commanders, done. Packers, very much alive. Bucks, they could fucking lose to the Panthers. And then Niners. Like, I could go over. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I get the picks you made, though. You know, like
the Commanders was just like somebody else is going to win besides the Eagles, but that was the reach, I thought.
I don't know, man. It's been a weird year. And I have a question: is Mahomes still the best quarterback in the league?
It's tough to say anybody but Josh Allen right now.
So, man, I gotta edit in like a like woozy transition to 12 weeks ago or whatever, with Matt Miran saying, "You're an idiot."
No,
what do you mean Mahomes isn't top 4 anymore?
Hold on, you are an idiot. Because until Josh Allen gets over that bugaboo, and he might be able to avoid it completely this year,
man.
it would be so like. If Josh Allen won a Super Bowl this year and he didn't have to go through Mahomes, it would be like a knock on him.
Dude, I think like short term, people might say that. Long term, no one will remember that. What people would remember is if the Chiefs don't get in the playoffs and the Bills don't go to the Super Bowl, that will stick with people.
Yeah, that would be worse.
Sure. In the short term, people will be like, oh, no Mahomes. As time goes on, that wouldn't be a thing anymore.
Guys.
My opinion.
Guys, had to have it game. You're at home against a good defense. Mahomes went 14 of 33.
Not just a good defense,
3
Ryan.
Interceptions.
I don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here and make excuses for Mahomes.
Hold on.
But
I don't care.
Ryan, read Josh Allen's stat line 2 weeks ago against Houston.
I'm not talking about Josh
and
Allen.
And also a must-win game.
Okay,
I'm not sitting here defending Josh Allen, though. That's the difference.
So who's your top quarterback then?
Right now, I'm going to be really honest with you. I have no fucking idea.
Okay, because if you want to go Matt Stafford, you can pull up the Panthers game. If you want to go Joe Burrow, there's plenty of games to pull up for him. So, like, you can't nitpick Pat Mahomes, and then when you want to look at other quarterbacks, you're just like, it's just a bad game.
No, I'm just celebrating what I knew was true, that for the past few years, Mahomes has been steadily declining, and we've seen it, and here we are sitting here. They're about to miss the playoffs. He's playing like shit, and I just feel vindicated. That's all.
His steady decline that you're saying,
it's still very good.
Before this year, he was in Super Bowls.
Still very good.
Jared Goff was setting passing
They were not in the Super Bowl last year,
and you couldn't win a playoff game.
They were not in the Super Bowl last year because of Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, well, Josh,
they were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, and
so,
they also had a great defense and Chris Jones and other things that helped.
And Josh Allen has had a top 5 defense his entire career and has never played in a Super Bowl.
I don't like but. Okay, but you can't listen to my Mahomes criticism and then just, what about Josh Allen? What about Josh Allen?
Because that's the barometer. That's the barometer.
But to me, the only acceptable answer to who's the best QB in the league outside of Mahomes is Josh Allen. Those two are on their own They're in their own stratosphere.
I don't agree with that.
No, Josh Allen's an animal. And Mahomes is too. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I promise you guys.
No,
I just don't
I
think
know
he's the best in the league. That's all. And right now,
I
he's
still
not.
like if there was a fantasy draft and I got to pick like any player first, like I would pick Mahomes.
Bro, the way I look at quarterback rankings is if you put Josh Allen on this Chiefs team, they're going to be in the same spot as they are now.
I don't agree with that.
If you put Patrick Mahomes on the Bills, they're going to be better, and they're not going to let the Patriots win the division.
Who is Josh Allen throwing to?
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that.
Allen has been. I'm serious question. Who is he throwing to?
I'm more on Ryan's side here as far as like
who's
Dalton Kincaid's hurt. Keon Coleman's a bum. Khalil Shakir is inconsistent as hell, even more than Jordan Love. Who else is there?
We can play this game.
How big of a difference is there between Khalil Shakir and Rashee Rice is basically what this argument comes down to.
Okay, but Rashee Rice was out for 8 weeks. If he started the year, the Chiefs aren't in the spot they're in. That's the point.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
They're losing games with him. What's the difference? He's getting numbers. Great.
Okay.
Great for your fantasy team. The one thing Josh Allen has is James Cook.
Here's what I would like to take away from this conversation. The Texans defense is fucking ferocious.
It's legit.
Will Anderson, who was my preseason pick for Defensive Player of the Year, he has a less than 0% chance of winning because of Myles Garrett. So, take that for what it will. But yeah. Will Anderson looks like a machine. They have unbelievable corners. That hit on Rashee Rice by Jalen Petrie. Dude, those dudes, the Texans could win the Super Bowl with that defense. They need their offense to be more consistent, and they need Stroud to play good and be healthy. But, that defense is scary good.
You guys think Rashee Rice deserved to get hit like that?
Hit and run? Maybe. That was an all-time tweet. That was an all-time tweet.
That was a great one. Isn't it crazy? Think about this, saying this 2 years ago, that CJ Stroud is currently what's holding the Texans back from being truly great.
Oh, that's not true. It's their O-line. It's their offensive.
Yeah,
he's not playing bad. He's not playing bad.
I'm not going to sit here and say he's playing bad, but he also hasn't looked good for a very long time.
They have the worst offensive line in football.
The Texans are stupid.
Bottom 5.
They literally had a Hall of Fame offensive lineman, and they traded him.
Yeah.
When you want to protect your young quarterback, he's about to get an extension.
Their line is playing in their defense, Miran. Their line has been better this year than last year. Sans Tunsil.
I know, but that's not because Tunsil got traded. It's more what's around.
But maybe it is because some stuff I was reading was just listen, Tunsil was just a problem, and it was becoming a problem in the O-line room. So sometimes,
addition by
it's
subtraction.
the sum of the parts of the whole thing. Obviously, you'd rather have the Hall of Fame player, I think, but I don't know if the dude's a problem. Look at the Dolphins without Tyreek Hill. Schedule, whatever, but sometimes when everybody can just ease up a little, and we're I don't have to worry about this dude. People play a little more free and loose. Sometimes it works out,
You mean future Kansas City Chief Tyreek Hill?
They would be stupid not to go after him if he can run.
Yeah.
If he can't run, I wouldn't sign him. Might be controversial, but if he can't run, I don't think he's going to be good.
That's some breaking news, Matt.
This is the analysis folks you're only going to find on the HCP, the Honolulu Chiefs podcast.
I will never forget how happy Tyreek Hill was after completely shattering his entire leg. It looked like his wedding day. I swear to God.
I mean, the guy's got some. It feels like he's headed down an Antonio Brown path. I guess mentally.
I know, and that feels so bad to say.
I know.
I wouldn't go that far though. Antonio Brown's legit can almost
not the murdering, just the dude. What happened
what
to
are you
this
doing
guy
with your life?
Before we get out of here, I did want to shout out because we forgot on the Pick'em. We had a winner this week. Let's see, week 14, Pac-Man with 9 points. 9 points. That's a rough winner.
It was a hard week though. Really hard week.
Brendan. That's actually no. Oh no, Brendan got second. Dude, it's picking against the spread.
I feel like the sleeper app just confuses Matt.
This will be.
I don't understand the sleeper app. I'm not. If they want to sponsor us, feel free.
This will be the week that I pass Ryan.
How far are you?
Maybe. I'll never
2
know.
points.
You could just tell me you passed them,
Only
and I
2?
believe you.
Yep.
Man.
To think if I never missed a full week.
Did you miss
weren't
a
doing
full
that
week?
well anyways.
Yeah.
I love that. Anything else you guys want to chat about before we call it an evening?
No. I mean, hey, we got episode 100 next week. So
Big surprise planned for
stay
next
tuned.
week.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a
Massive
great
surprise
time.
planned.
A big celebration.
Do we get a
It's-
cake? You guys want to get a cake?
I would do a cake.
I
Sure.
want to get a cake.
I mean, bro, what flavor?
I mean,
it's also
we're
I
all
would
gonna get our own cake, right? I'm not dropping off cake to everyone. You guys pick
We
it
don't
up
live
if you
that
want.
far. We're not.
I
like that.
also buried the lead. Miran was so super nice and sweet. Brought a nice clothes for my son, for my daughter, an absolute wonderful gesture. Ryan brought cookies from a bakery, like a legit bakery. Folks, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, you, whoever you are listening, are not eating enough cookies from a bakery. That is what
so
I
good.
landed on.
Dude, Luca,
I had a chocolate
Luca
chip
is a
cookie after you
staple.
guys left.
Yeah.
I was a little buzzed after the
Bro,
the beers I drank.
think Matt, after the fourth quarter started, pounded like 7 beers in a row.
I was so nervous.
The funniest thing about Matt is during the fourth quarter, this guy's not sitting in his chair. He's cleaning, whatever, going around everywhere. Game's over. Me and Ryan get up. Counter still looks like it did when we left it with food
I didn't
and
clean one
everything.
thing.
I'm like, Matt, what were you doing? He's like, I was just spraying stuff.
He was just
I was
fidgeting
basically
with
just
a rag
moving
and-
stuff
and-
from
and
one counter
water.
to the other, spraying it, doing nothing. So yeah,
Oh
Ron
my
was like,
God.
did you clean this up? I was like, no, babe, it's just there's spray on the counter. It smells like lemons and lavender and all these things. Dude, everything's fucked. It's fucked. I don't know.
Oh, it was a great time. But yeah, 100th episode next week. It's going to be great. Please, if you haven't already, if you're still here, feel free to rate the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. Share it with family and friends. We know they'd enjoy it as much as you do. And thank you guys for continuing to show up, man. This is so much fun. So we love it.
Ryan, before we get out of here, quick question.
Yeah.
Do the Lions make the playoffs?
Yes. By the skin of our teeth, and we take the Bears spot.
I'll be so mad at you if that happens. But
Hey, your prediction from these past few weeks will just come true. You should be happy.
I know, but we already won a few games.
See?
Now I'm excited.
See,
now
now
I
you
want to
tipped
win.
over.
Now I
See?
want to go to the playoffs.
Man,
Fuckers.
looking at
One of us will be really upset.
looking at playoff probabilities is so cute at this time of the year.
Oh my god. Well, you're not in the woods. You're not out of the woods yet, bro. Like
We
you're,
will be
you're
when
right
we
there.
beat Denver this week.
Okay. Well, that's a
You
tough
feel
game.
good
so-
about that game, Miran?
I feel great. Bo Nix is terrible against disguised defense. So
You could have just stopped the terrible. Would have been fine.
Oh, whoa. There will be no Bo Nix slander.
No,
in
not
this,
terrible. but
on this pod.
below average.
Bo Nix.
The Bo Nix. Turns out the answer to Bo Nix versus Jalen Hurts was neither.
I'll take a wet sock over Jalen Hurts right now, honestly.
The people in Philly, my shout out to a friend of the show, Brendan Nicholas. He's calling for a possible Tanner McKee.
Oh, what are they gonna do? Go terrorize Jalen Hurts' house now? Philly fans are such fucking losers,
Peons.
bro. I'm sorry. Like you're gonna go outside a guy's house with his family there and just like make him feel scared.
I don't really want to get us the whole city of Philadelphia
I'm sorry,
angry
bro.
at us.
I feel like we've already done that on the show a few times, but man, I can't
To
stand
be
that.
fair, a
fan
Lions
base.
fan got killed at a market last year, so
Oh, that wasn't related to the game though.
they were wearing Lions jerseys, so that's
Yeah,
good enough
but-
for me.
Come on, bro. Hey, Miran's doing this apple and oranges thing right now, and I don't like it.
That's
Let's
Miran's
end the
specialty.
show.
Just throwing it out there. All right, Ryan, take us home. Good luck to everybody this week in your fantasy football playoff matchups. We decided to skip Woo and Chew. We were thinking about doing it here at the end, but then I realized I didn't have a Woo and Chew player. So as the host, I just skipped it. If you hate that, if you love that, if you have any thoughts on Woo and Chew, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear. Ryan, take us home.
And as always, may your Kool-Aid stay blue.
And you always stay in first place, and your head stay cheesy.
Bears are coming back for first place this week. Thanks, guys.
See ya.